Hello everybody, CryptoChaperone here, and today do we have some news? Well, as we have been looking forward to this big SegWit2x forking that is going to be going on in Bitcoin and everybody moving their money around from altcoins to Bitcoin and vice versa, and just all this hectic time, we have now got news that the SegWit2x has been canceled. Now, this was announced yesterday, and I have not had time to make a movie. I've been busy doing a lot of house renovations at the moment. So I'm really trying to work in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency stuff and do that. So I've got a lot on my plate. So if you are a member of the Telegram channel, I'm sorry if I haven't been keeping up with that a lot. As the markets start to boom more, I will start to put a lot more feedback into that and everything. But I just definitely had to make this video. I'm sorry also, I've delayed my ICO videos a little bit as well, even more than what they've already been delayed. But this is definitely something that needs to be talked about because I'm sure everybody, if you've looked at your Blockfolio or your portfolio or wherever you keep your Bitcoins in your wallet in general, if you've just checked CoinMarketCap and looked at the prices, you have seen that all of these cryptocurrencies pretty much are taking off. And if not, at the moment they are taking off, yesterday when the SegWit2x fork was canceled, they boomed, especially Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit a new all-time high of almost $8,000. Now, may not have even noticed it because it was very quick. It went up to about $7,900 and then it dropped down to about $6,700 right after that. It was a very crazy fluctuation, and then it went right back up to about $7,200, $7,300. And it kind of leveled off there. So most people, when they started looking at it, they probably saw it around the $7,300. But yeah, it did take a major boom up to almost $8,000. So we can call that a new all-time high, is at about $7,900 for Bitcoin. And that is crazy. Bitcoin is just growing and growing. If we take a look at our market cap today, we have busted through that $200 billion market cap, and we are growing past it now. The SegWit2x fork, pretty much what we were looking at is everything that we were thinking was going to happen. Like, it was delaying all the money from coming in, and the Bitcoin dominance now is also dropping, which means people are buying out of their Bitcoin into alternate cryptocurrencies. So that is why you're seeing a lot of these spikes in your cryptocurrencies that you are holding. And I'm sure a lot of you are definitely enjoying these times. If you have been taking advantage of the markets while they were down, I was saying if you were going to buy into the markets, don't buy into Bitcoin. But if you were going to put fiat in, obviously, mostly when I buy into a Bitcoin ATM. So I have to buy into Bitcoin at least for a moment. But I took all my money, put it in, and bought into these alternate crypto coins. And I am definitely enjoying this boom right now in the profits. I'm sure everybody is. But if we take a look, Bitcoin is really our only coin that we're seeing out of our top 100 for the moment, up into BitConnect and Tether, which we know the notoriety behind them. Tether still isn't 100% solid development team or anything behind it. It is pretty much it is tied to $1 US dollar to one Tether coin. So the price should never really fluctuate more than a 1 or 2%, maybe like 5% or so, because it goes down to like 98 cents and up to $1.02 sometimes, just depending. But Tether really doesn't fluctuate too much. BitConnect, we all know the BitConnect scheme, so it's probably not going to be in the green every day. But other than that, all of these coins, I mean, if you even look at Ethereum Classic was shooting up over the past couple days, and it took like a 25-30% leap, I think, on like Monday or something like that, and shot up to like $15, and now it's actually kind of leveled back down after that. But definitely Omisi Go was down at the low $6, and it is up into the mid eights now. It's one of those coins that I was telling everybody, it is something that I think needs to be in people's portfolio. It's a coin that is steadily growing in everybody's interest. It is growing to more and more payment systems since it is a payment processor. A lot more companies are starting to get into it. So far we have McDonald's in Thailand, and they are trying to expand to more of Asian McDonald's. I'm not sure how long that's going to take, but as soon as it does boom to other Asian McDonald's, I think that this coin is just going to grow, because you're going to have so many people that could potentially pay for their food at McDonald's. And I live in North America, and McDonald's, it's not really the greatest thing. I haven't really attended a McDonald's in probably about 4 years, but in foreign countries, McDonald's and these fast food restaurants, they are not the same quality like that they are in places like North America and pretty much the United States. They have a lot of like food that kind of fits the cultures, and a lot of people really enjoy it. So these McDonald's in Thailand, they could get a huge amount of business for this, and the fact that as it spreads out to these Asian McDonald's, all these Asian citizens and people that live throughout the continent that own cryptocurrencies are going to be able to spend their cryptocurrencies pretty much not even mattering what cryptocurrencies they are, because the OmiseGo platform is supposed to pretty much transfer one cryptocurrency that the buyer wants to use to the cryptocurrency that the seller wants to accept, and it does it confidentially. So whoever the middleman, well, OmiseGo is the middleman, but the receiver doesn't really need to know what the buyer was sending their cryptocurrencies as. So I could buy a hamburger with NEM coins, Monero coins, Cardano coins, List coins, whatever you want to buy, Bitcoins, and it would convert it to the from however many coins you paid. It would come out to say your burger would cost like 1 Lisk or 0.75 Lisk, and it would convert it into whatever it would cost and whatever the seller wanted to accept it as in Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin, whatever they wanted, or potentially into just OmiseGo coins, and they can hold on to them. That's why I think that's going to grow, as well as Vertcoin. That was always something I was also talking about, and it kind of saw a little bit of a dip over the past couple days. I think it shot down like maybe like 30%, and then yesterday when the whole SegWit2x fork was canceled, it really saw a definite rise in price. If we look at just our biggest gainers, we have BlockNet, SiaCoin, IOTA, Digibyte. A lot of these coins, they're just so high volume coins, or not volume, but circulation. There's so many coins in circulation that is crazy for this kind of spike, because you have to have so many coins purchased, or just not many coins even put out in the market in general for this much action. So potentially when you see coins like Digibyte and SiaCoin has 30 billion tokens. When that starts to fluctuate in price, you might not want to buy into it at this point, because you have so many more coins that could potentially get dropped, and they could take up maybe 5 or 10% of that profit. And I'm sure you're going to see a lot more of these spikes in the cryptocurrency charts over the next couple of weeks and going into the next year. So potentially any of these high markets right now might not be the place where you want to put your money. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, so you always want to do your own research. But I wanted to say that before this, because something that I always do or notice if I am not buying into it is potentially buying into coins that are in the complete other end of the spectrum. I've said this before. Coins like how I talked about 2 days ago, I forget what coin it was. It had that giant just drop off because of all the coins that were stuck in the parity wallet and stuff like that. But you have a lot of these coins that could potentially just be a straight drop off for no reason, and then they could just build back up. You also have to look into make sure that the coins aren't just recently released onto markets in general and people are just dropping all the coins that they have. Something that you would see on Electronium, which I think just came out last week, and the 24-hour markets were like $8 million or something when it first came out, and the coin was at 1 cent, or no, it was actually 10 cents actually, and now it's at 3 to 4 cents, and the markets are at about $750,000. So it could potentially keep dropping at the moment. This could be kind of like a District 0x token, where it kind of just saw a diminish in price over a little bit of time until it kind of got a little bit of momentum going behind the developments and everything that were going on, and potentially more money coming into cryptocurrencies that would buy into it. But you would also want to look into all your coins before you buy into them to make sure that you're not buying in at a drop, because nobody wants to catch the falling knife. And potentially it might even be better to keep your money in Bitcoin, or just trade around through cryptocurrencies that are seeing just small to minimal bursts in their price spike, because if you're buying into any of these larger coins, if you were potentially lucky enough to get one of these coins that went off into a large 20-30% spike, it may be potentially better to trade out of that coin now, or even hold on to it because it might go bigger. But when you see a big gain in a lot of these coins after you've had a market that was so bare for 1 or 2 or 3 weeks, or however long people have been feeling that drain on their altcoins that they've been holding, if people have made their money back right now, or even they're sitting at maybe like a 10 to 20% profit of where they bought in to their altcoins after they've been feeling a negative impact for a little bit, they might be willing to sell out of their coins. So you might see some of these markets start to drip a little bit after they've been pumped. And that's potentially a reason why I don't buy into these bigger coins. But as you'll probably see tomorrow, don't quote me on it, but see a coin in IOTA and BlockNet, they might be down at the negative like 10-15%, just because you have so many people who are going to take out their profit off this big 20-30% jump, and they might have already been losing money in the first place, and they might just want to get out of the coin and trade into something else with more potential, or they might be trying to pull their money out to put it into some ICOs coming up, or who knows. But you can always see a ton of fluctuation and volatility in these markets. Pretty much that's all I really have to talk about today. It was just the cancellation of the SegWit2x, and I think mostly the reason that they canceled it is just because there was no community support for the 2x hard fork. You had everybody who was kind of like a major role in Bitcoin, or in development, or in any way kind of pushing the Bitcoin, I don't really know what to call it, the Bitcoin idea, the Bitcoin theory, the revolution of Bitcoin, whatever. Any of these people, if you see them on Twitter, they all have the no 2x tag up in their name and all that. And you just have so many people who are prominent in cryptocurrency space who did not want this to go through. So I think what pretty much happened was the development team did not want to waste their time, didn't want to waste their money, their intellect, and whatever else was possible on a project that could potentially affect the outcome of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and everything in general. And I think they kind of got the message and realized, hey, this might not be the best idea. We might make a little bit of money. We might lose a little bit of money, but we might ruin this in the long run. So I think it was for the best that the SegWit2x was canceled, because as you've seen from the 2 previous hard forks we've had in Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Gold, they're not coming out successful. I wouldn't trade a 1-to-1 ratio of anything for Bitcoin currently that is in cryptocurrency, and unless it's like a 42 coin, possibly. I think 42 coin might be one of the higher cryptocurrencies. Yeah, it's $10,000. So possibly I would trade a 1-to-1 ratio for a 42 coin. That might be it. But other than that, I would just hold on to your cryptocurrencies. Don't get pulled into these forks, and enjoy this rise that you're going to see in your cryptocurrencies and this whole market now that is going to start to flood with money coming in. This whole futures exchange, if they do manage to get it tradable on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, if they do manage to get it up this quarter, which they are saying it should be available by the fourth quarter in 2017. So that is this quarter, within the next, pretty much they have 7 weeks left, maybe 7-8 weeks left in the year. So there's definitely not a lot of time. And if that is going to happen, that could definitely bring a ton of money into Bitcoin as soon as that starts to boom. That money will, personally, I think it will start to settle out into other altcoins, and you will just see a market boom in general. And this crypto cap will grow. And I think the only thing that was really holding us back was this 2x fork. And now I think we're going to start to grow up to, I think we'll hit our $210 billion cap, and I think we'll go up to 215, 220. I think we're still possibly going to hit that 250 by the end of the year, or even more. So if you have not gotten into cryptocurrencies yet, if you're just sitting on the sidelines, I'm still urging you guys, take a chance, jump in the water. All these boats, we're all floating right now, and we're going to just keep getting higher and higher, and the rain is just going to come, and we're all just going to float out into the sea. And it's a great place to be right now. It's a great place for anybody who wants to potentially maybe trade in stocks, or if you've ever been interested in investing, this could potentially be something that you would want to maybe start out in, because you could see if just major gains as well as major losses. But once you start to get these major gains, if you trade in a crypto or in a stock market, you look at these top 7 coins right here, and this might be a yearly change that you might see. You might see a yearly change of 7% in a stock or 8%, but you're not going to see this over a 24-hour change. And that's why I personally love cryptocurrencies. It's a market that never sleeps. Anything can happen. Anyone can become rich, poor instantly. It's a gamble and I love it. So I'm here to try to tell all of you about it, try to spread the word about it. And that's all I have for you guys today. And all I can tell you is to go out, look at more great YouTube crypto teachers and anybody who is trying to spread the knowledge of cryptocurrencies, and just learn as much as you can about this growing space that I think is going to be potentially some of the biggest investments that you could have made today that would pay off tomorrow. So I think a lot of people that don't invest in cryptocurrencies today are going to look back at it and say, I wish I would have gotten into that back then. Or even if I would have put maybe $100 or $200 into it, it might have only gone to 5 or 10,000, but still $5 or $10,000 made out of a half a paycheck or a quarter of a 2-week paycheck or however much you get paid, even at like a part-time job. If you're not anything really doing major, you can still just invest a little bit, and a little bit can go a long way if you invest it the right way. You could take chances on ICOs, you could day trade, you can buy into just anything. You could buy into hype, sell the news, just the way that trading works, and you could potentially make a killing in cryptocurrencies. So I am going to continue to keep bringing you guys the news, and I hope that you guys subscribe to my channel, enjoy my videos, and if you do subscribe, that will give you the opportunity to win a Ledger Nano S hardware wallet that I'm going to be giving away soon. I'll probably make a video for it eventually. I want to wait till I hit a certain amount of subscribers, so maybe like 500 or 750 subscribers. When I get that, I'll eventually give the wallet away. So if you do want a chance to win that wallet, just subscribe to my videos and enjoy. Have a great day, guys.